welcome back to my channel. So it is 5:33 a.m. I've caught up. I figured I would do a get ready with me because I've never done one. And after posting yesterday's Europe vlog, I got a couple messages why the trip ended so badly, because I didn't even do an outro on that vlog. One, because my battery died, but I had multiple batteries, so that's not really an excuse. But another one is just when we were coming home, literally everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. And yes, I put my foundation on my hand. So I figured I would do a little story time for those of you that don't follow me on Instagram, because I gave a lot of updates on Instagram since I had Wi-Fi on all the planes. And we were at the airport for so many hours. So I gave a lot of updates on that, but for people on YouTube that don't know and that asked, I figured I would do this. So to start off, I'm never up this early, ever. 6:45 is when we wake up, but after coming home and being so jet lagged, I have literally gone to sleep the past 2 nights at 7 p.m. and then having to wake up at 10 to do Landon's last bottle of the night, and then usually I sleep till 6:45, but today we have Emma's 3rd birthday pictures at 7:30 and the place is about 30 minutes away, so I need to wake her up in like 30 minutes to get her breakfast and start getting ready and everything so we can get out the door for that. So I figured I would wake up a little earlier and get myself ready and look a little presentable, since the last couple days I've looked like death and felt like it. So let's just start off. So we have to get off the cruise. We got a letter in our room on the cruise ship that we have to get off the cruise by 6:15 a.m. and they have a shuttle taking us to the airport. That's fine, whatever. I'm excited to go home, whatever. 6:15 is not a big deal. We get to the airport and I ask, this is in Barcelona, and I ask Pat what time our flight is. Our flight's not until 11 something and we are at the airport at 6:30. I'm so tired and just so anxious to get home that felt like forever. That was forever. Well, so we get to our gate, and the Barcelona airport is the dumbest airport. So you get to your gate and you have 4 hours. I like to be prepared, know where my gate is. I mean, in Arizona, you can go look at your gate, make sure it's still the same gate, and go walk and get food, go shop to some shops, they have some shopping, yada, yada, yada. Well, Barcelona airport has that, but once you get to your gate upstairs, you can't go back downstairs where all the food and shopping is. So all we had was 1 Burger King and 1 duty-free store upstairs. So we ate Burger King for breakfast. Mind you, this Burger King in the airport did not even have breakfast food, so I had a Whopper for breakfast at like, this is 7 a.m. probably now. 7 a.m. Have a Whopper, we go through the duty-free store, and then we just sit at one of the charging stations and I watch YouTube. Pat works a little, so he had to work his work laptop. So we do that. Then our flight gets delayed about 45 minutes. Cool, even longer. We've now been at this airport for 6 hours just sitting here. Why the shit made us get off so early when we didn't even have a flight that late is beyond me, whatever. So we finally get on our flight. All is good, I'm excited. Okay, we're on our flight. Well, now that it's delayed, we are flying to London and we have a connecting flight. Well, our flight's delayed. Right when we land, we get a notification on our AA app that our flight boards in 4 minutes. Awesome. I don't do well with stress. I don't do well with time crunches. If you know me personally, I am at least 15 minutes early to everything. I mean, even dropping Emma off at school, I will be 15 minutes early, and it's down the street. That's just who I am. I like to be early. I like to be on time. I like to have a plan. This day was not going that way. So we get to so we land in London and we have 4 minutes, and we're talking to one of the ladies on the plane, and we're like, we seem like we're in a hurry, like, come on, of course, we're like in the middle of the plane on this flight. So people are just getting up, staying in London, taking their time, and this lady in front of us was really trying to help. She was like, hey, they have 4 minutes, like, if you're not trying to get off, sit down so they can get off the plane. So we get off, and we're like, okay, our connecting flight's in Terminal 3, and we just landed in Terminal 3, so we should be okay. Well, not that I was that calm, but you know what I mean. So we get off. We have to go through security again in London. So we are running. I'm so stressed out at this point, I'm crying because I don't do good on time crunches, and I just want to get home to my kids, and this is a nightmare. Like, if I miss this flight, this is a 9-hour flight. Who knows how long I would have to wait for another one, and I'm trying to get home to my kids, people. So, booking it. So, and Pat's waiting for his bag in security, and I'm just waiting there, and he's like, why don't you start running and I'll catch up? I'm running so fast, and I'm not in shape. I don't run. I run so fast to get to this gate. This old guy totally was like, you're not in a hurry, and I looked back and I said, actually I am. My flight is boarding. I was just not in the mood. Don't talk to me. You don't know my life. Oh my God, Carrie. This is literally how this day went, and it still makes me so upset. So, I'm running. Get to the gate. Pat shows up 5 minutes behind me. And I'm like, whew. They're loading a couple more people on, and I was like, obviously frazzled, breathing heavily, trying to get myself situated in line. And so I give the guy my passport and my ticket, and I'm like, whew, I made it. Made a little joke. And he goes, why are you so flustered? And I go, our flight from Barcelona just landed, and we had 4 minutes to get here, and I just booked it. And he's like, well, where are you coming from? So I'm starting to get quizzed, which irritates me because I just ran. I have my passport, I have my ticket, my face matches my passport. Like, why am I being questioned? I'm just trying to get on my damn flight. Where are you coming from? Barcelona. What were you doing in Barcelona? I was on a cruise. What was the name of your cruise ship? What? Like, Norwegian? The cruise ship alone, if you want that name, is epic. Like, does he even know what Norwegian cruise line is? Does he even know the ship's names? Probably not. Today's not the day, dude. So I got a little snappy. I was like, epic? And he was like, okay, pass me by. Like, what? And then he starts asking Pat questions. Where's your address? Where do you live? Why were you on vacation? Like, why are we being questioned when we're just trying to get on a flight? So I was irritated. Well, we make our flight. We get on there, and I was like, I need a Bloody Mary. I am so stressed out. So I get a Bloody Mary. They hand out lunch because it's such a long flight, and I'm okay. Okay, perfect. 9 hours later, I don't sleep because I have anxiety. I'm on a flight. I don't sleep, and I'm so excited to get home to my kids. So we land in Dallas. Okay, we have to go downstairs to get our luggage in Dallas because we just entered the States. So we have to get our luggage, go back through customs, go back through security, then make our gate. I'm not freaked out at this point because our flight landed on time and we have 2 hours layover. Nope. You're wrong, Carrie. No, we are waiting at that luggage carousel for 45 minutes. I watched every suitcase come out onto that belt and go around. And I look at Pat and I say, does this stuff literally only happen to us? And he laughs and says yes, but literally I was just at my tail end at that point. So Pat looks on the app, track your bags. Our bags are in JFK Airport, and they've been unloaded off the baggage belt, and they are in a whole different state than where we are. But since we only had 4 minutes to get off our flight from London to Dallas, our bags didn't make the right flight. So I am bawling. I am crying. I call my mom because I don't know what else to do. Pat Pat's calm. Pat's calm about everything. I think he has to be that way because of me. So I was frustrated, so I called my mom. Like, hello, we just went on a 10-day vacation and my whole life is in that suitcase. All my shoes, besides the tennis shoes I was wearing, all my shoes, all my clothes, my makeup, my toiletries, everything was in that suitcase. My ID was even in that suitcase, and yes, I know that's on me, but we went on an excursion the day before and I wore my backpack, so I had our envelope of cash and the ID in my backpack and I forgot to take it out, and since I had my passport for the flights, I didn't even think about it until I realized my suitcase wasn't there. So I'm freaking out, crying. Emma gets on the phone, she misses me, she knows we're coming home, she doesn't realize we're not coming home before she goes to bed. So that's a hot mess. I'm already crying and upset, so I'm like, okay, there's nothing I can do. We have to now, when we land at 9:30 p.m. in Arizona, go to baggage service, file a claim, and it just added so much more stress. So we get on our next flight to Dallas. Our Dallas flight to Arizona is delayed by 15 minutes until 9. Okay, we were supposed to take off at 8:45. It's until 9 now. That's fine, 15 minutes, okay. Hits 9 o'clock, it gets delayed again to 9:15. Are you kidding me, people? This flight was only an hour and 45 minutes. Like, I could have been halfway home. Literally. So finally, the captain gets on the plane. That's who we were waiting for, the captain. Finally at 9:15. So we finally take off, I don't know, 9:30 by the time we stop taxiing and whatever. Finally take off, whatever. And then so we get off, we're in Arizona, where it's late, way late. My poor sister and her boyfriend are waiting at our house with our kids until we get home, and I feel bad because they weren't even supposed to be there and watch our kids. But my mom came over to watch them earlier that day, and she works early in the mornings, so she had my sister come and help. So that's a whole nother story, but I just want to get home. So we land in Arizona and we go to baggage claim. Yes, I see your bags are in JFK. We will get your bags to you in 2 to 3 days. Give us your address. 2 to 3 days? Like what? So we do that and then we call an Uber. Her Uber gets there. She's a sweet little old lady, but the first thing she says when we get in the car is, oh, you're going such a short way. I just waited hours in this parking lot for a ride. And our ride was like 5 minutes. We were just going to Pat's work where we left his car. And she just starts talking about how she needs to pay her bills. She just waited a couple hours. And to me, I don't know why, but I felt guilty. Like, crap, you got stuck with us. It's only 5 minutes. You just told us you spent 2 hours in the airport parking lot waiting for a ride and you have bills to pay. I wasn't in a good mood. I was tired and I didn't want to hear about someone complain, I guess. Like, I just wasn't in the mood. Go sit somewhere else then if you're an Uber driver, and after an hour if you're not getting rides, go somewhere else. I don't know, that's just my logic. So I'm just sitting there, and Pat's a nice guy and talking, and I'm just sitting there texting my sister like, I just want to come home, giving her the updates of how far we are, because again, she wasn't supposed to be at my house watching my kids, and she was going on vacation. So I felt bad. Well, we get home finally at like 10:30. We wake up Emma, we say hi to her, we bring her in bed with us, and we've never co-slept with Emma, so she, after like 30 minutes, looked at us and was like, I want to go back to my bed, which is totally fine. I would not sleep with her in my bed, so that worked out. But then Landon randomly woke up at 3 a.m. This kid sleeps through the night, but he's getting a second tooth, so that's what I assumed it was. And then while we're in Europe, Pat got noticed that he had to go on a business trip the day we got back. So, well, not the day, the next day. So we got back on Sunday night and he had to be on a flight Monday morning by like 6 a.m. or something. So Landon woke up at 3, Pat had to wake up at 4 because we just went on vacation. He has no laundry. So we had to do some laundry, pack his bag, and head to the airport. So that sucks. So he was up, so I was up, and then of course the kids wake up at 6:30. I was doing fine Monday morning. I was doing okay. First half of the morning after I had my coffee was good. We went to lunch. I decided I'm going to take a nap when the kids take a nap at noon, because they both take a nap together for 2 hours. I woke up and felt awful. Absolutely awful, to the point where I was holding Landon downstairs and my vision started going tunnel vision. I was seeing just black. My head got super dizzy, and it's happened to me a few times. I don't know if I mean, I know it's not normal, but if you've had this happen to you, let me know. But a rush of like cold sensation or hot sensation will start at my head, and then I'll just get really dizzy and lightheaded, and then my body gets very hot, like a hot flash. And I was standing there holding Landon, and I just freaked out. One, I just got home, and all I could think of was, I have to go to the hospital, something's not right. I do not want to leave my kids again. I just got home after 10 days. I don't want to go to the hospital. So I call my sister. I know she has Mondays off, but she was getting ready for her vacation. So I call her and I said, hey, I need you to come over. I'm alone with the kids. Something's not right. I'm dizzy. I feel faint. I'm really weak. I almost just fell while holding Landon. So her and her boyfriend come over to help. Thank God. Because if I didn't have her, I don't know what I would have done. And I would have literally had to call 911, and who knows who would have had my kids. So my sister comes, and I just go upstairs to lay down because I just don't feel right. So I lay down for a couple minutes, and I start getting dizzy again, and I was like, okay, well, now I'm laying down and I'm dizzy. That's not a good sign. Usually laying down makes you feel better. I'm drinking a little water, but nothing's helping. So I call my sister and ask her to come upstairs to sit with me, because I felt, as I was trying to fall asleep and I was getting dizzy, that I was not going to wake up from my sleep. I was just so tired and exhausted. I literally did not know what was going on. I did not know what was happening with my body, and I was freaking out. So my sister stays over, she helps a little bit until bedtime, and my mom calls, asking what's going on. And I tell her everything, and her theory, which is probably right, because Tuesday I was a little better after sleep, but she was like, Carrie, you have been stressed out your whole trip. You missed the kids, you had anxiety, you've been going nonstop on your whole trip, you're jet lagged, you just had 20 hours of travel home with no sleep and tons of stress. So once you got home, your body probably just finally relaxed, realized that it was in its comfort zone, and just broke down, which once I start feeling like that, my anxiety does get bad, because I don't know what's happening to me and I don't know how to stop it, and I don't like feeling out of control. So that's probably a right theory. So the kids were down, my sister leaves. My mom was like, you just need to eat and watch TV, try to relax and just sleep. So I did that. I made some pasta. Go figure, I just came home from Europe after 10 days and I still want pasta. So I ate pasta and I started watching The New Hills, and I legitimately fell asleep at 7:30. I usually am in bed by 8:30. So it's not that crazy, it's only an hour earlier, but I've never gone to sleep that early. And it was 7:30 and I went to sleep. I woke up, I set an alarm because I know I have to give Landon a bottle in the middle of the night before, well, usually Pat does because he doesn't go to bed that early. But since he's not home, I have to do it. So I had to set an alarm to wake up to go do Landon's bottle. And I take Emma potty one more time before the rest of the night. She's not in a pull-up or anything, so just in case so she doesn't have an accident, I just take her one more time. So that was hard getting up for that, and then Landon woke up again at 3 a.m., so that sucked. But I went to bed and I slept till 6:45, which was great. Yesterday was so much better. the kids and I just really took it easy and hung out. We went to a friend's house. They got a new little water slide, and Emma loves that friend. They live right behind us, and she hasn't seen him in a long time, just because of everything's been so crazy around here and so busy. But we went and did that. We came home. I was a lot better, and again, right when they went to bed, I ate, laid in bed for maybe 20 minutes, and fell asleep again last night until 7, or fell asleep at like 7:30. And I knew I had to wake up early, so I set my alarm for 5 a.m. so I could get ready for Emma's little photo shoot for her birthday. So that's where we are with that. I wouldn't have gone on that rant, but I've had a couple messages asking, and the Europe vlog did end kind of abruptly because my battery did die, and my other battery was in my lost suitcase, and if I vlogged it, you probably would have just seen me cry the whole time. So thought I would do a little sit down story time instead. So yeah, that's that. I just went on a rant for 21 minutes. So I don't know how much more I'm gonna put in today's vlog. I wanted to get Emma's photo shoot in there, and then she has swim today, but besides that, we're really taking it easy. I need to clean up around the house. Pat comes home tonight, and then tomorrow's the 4th of July, so hopefully you will be watching this. And we're just gonna hang out with my mom and Pat around the house, maybe order some pizza, go buy some fireworks and stuff. I need to go to Target today also to order Emma's birthday cake, because we did Target last year and her cake tasted amazing and looked amazing. And on birthday note, I did all my birthday shopping for Emma's birthday while in Europe, and I need to wrap literally all these packages. Literally, there's something, well, there's multiple things in this, but see, so a new tradition I wanted to start now that we have 2 kids is for Christmas and birthdays, the kids get each other something. So I asked Emma what she wanted Landon to get her, and she said a dinosaur, which she's never talked about a dinosaur before. So I just went on Amazon and I found this dinosaur, which you hear making noise. That's what's making noise, but so yeah, that's from Landon for her birthday. Her birthday's next Tuesday, and then her birthday party is next Saturday on the 13th. So I need to wrap that. We are doing birthday pictures today. And yeah, so I will see you guys at the photo shoot, because I need to get ready, and then it's 6 o'clock now. I need to get her ready, get her fed, and get Landon. So yeah, see you at the photo shoot.
Wasn't I meant to lie in your arms here for a while? I'm alive and I take you in. I've been far